Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be giving our first impressions on this Otter Creek Labs Polonium suppressor. So, if you're into the suppressor scene, you'll know that these are very popular right now. 5.56 direct thread cans. So yeah, we're going to just be giving our initial impressions. This is my cousin's first can, and he doesn't have a ton of rounds through it, but you know, I've been out here, we've both been shooting it, and so far it's pretty cool. I like it. I like how light it is just because it's in the direct thread configuration. It has the standard hub on the rear of the can so that you can add your, you know, Reardon Atlas or your chemo muzzle device attachment options and just all the standard industry hub adapters. So, but now he just has it direct threaded on this 16-inch, kind of a DMR type build. So why did you go with the Otter Creek Labs can over all the Surefire, Yankee Hill, Dead Air cans?
So first off, the amount of value you get out of a price point of, I think I got this one for 600, not counting the tax stamps, so like 800.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. While I have your attention, check out this Core 1.5-inch EDC gun belt. We have more info in the description down below.
50 total with the tax stamp, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of value you get just at that price point is totally worth it. They're really good, especially on the decibel ratings. It's pretty close to your
yeah, I have a
Surefire.
Yankee Hill R2 Resonator 2. It's a big 30 cal can, and it has way more baffles than this can does, and these are almost identical. I think this one's even a little bit quieter. So yeah, it has a lot of performance for the small and semi-lightweight package that it is.
Because usually with the higher decibel ratings, or not the higher, the lower decibel ratings you'll get, you're going to have a can that's significantly longer than this. Yeah. But it comes in a really compact size, especially putting this on something that's already pretty long, like a 16-inch. Yeah. Working on getting an 11.5-inch to put it on. But in the 16-inch configuration, you're really trying to minimize the amount of weight you're putting on the gun.
Yeah, especially
it really starts to get heavy.
Especially out towards the front. So, you know, I have an 11.5 SBR with a Surefire can, and the Surefire can is a lot heavier than this. I say a lot, a few ounces heavier than this, but the weight is closer to, you know, the whole package is more compact. But with this 16-inch barrel, the weight is at the very end of the barrel. So, you know, it's not a big deal. You know, it's not like it's on an 18 or a 20-inch DMR type build, but you definitely feel that weight on the end out there. And another thing, with it being direct thread like it is now, you don't have the added weight of the muzzle device. So, you know, my Surefire, I have to attach it via a 3-prong, 4-prong, war comp, something like that. And that's another ounce, ounce and a half, 2 ounces, and that adds up. So, you know, if my can is 3 ounces heavier, I have to add a muzzle device. That's another 4.5 ounces total. So yeah, direct thread, pretty cool option. So I've never had a direct thread can, but with this setup, they have in their instructions how you can rock set it. If this is going to be on your primary, or if this is the gun you're primarily going to run your can on, you can get this set up where this direct thread can is not going to back off, and it's always going to be on there, which you can still take it off, but you just have to use heat, tools, and, you know, some elbow grease. It's not going to come off in the field. So the only 5.56 can I have is the Surefire SB2, which Surefire cans, they're, you know, extremely solid, very popular 5.56 cans. But as of recently, these Poloniums have been all the rage on, you know, your Reddit threads, YouTube, Instagram, anywhere you look. Everybody's getting these cans and absolutely love them. So you have the Polonium, and then you have the Polonium K, which is even a shorter can than this. Me personally, I don't like K cans. I like to be able to have the gun as quiet as possible. So I don't want, you know, it's going to be a few ounces lighter, but I want it to be as quiet as possible. So yeah. Yeah,
the amount of like actual suppression you get out of it being in this size configuration, like it's enough.
Yeah.
With suppressors, like, no offense to Surefire or like any of those manufacturers, but eventually you're going to start getting into some diminishing returns when you get up to like the 1,000+ price range. And I wasn't going to go up quite that high. I just wanted something that was going to be in that kind of the 600 to maybe 800 price range.
Yeah.
And I actually found the Otter Creek Labs guys on a podcast and listened to it, and I really liked what they stood for, and so I was like, yeah, that's a company I would give my money. So that's why I went with that one, with the Polonium.
Yeah, and I've seen the owner of Otter Creek Labs in the NFA Reddit thread a lot. He's in there commenting, you know, giving people suggestions, tips. You know, they'll ask questions. He has an answer like right away, and their warranty is very, very good. So, you know, with your suppressors, that you have your every so often baffle strikes. You know, they happen sometimes, most of the time user error, but they do happen. And having a company that you know is there to help you is super important. You know, because you've paid close to 800 bucks for this thing. The wait time nowadays is not really that big of a factor, but you know, back in the olden days, you'd have to wait a year to get this. So you want to have something that you know the company is solid and the product is solid. So if you ever have any issues, you know, the Otter Creek Labs guys and their warranty is pretty solid. So that's just that extra comfort factor that is pretty good to have. And having a company that stands by your cans, stands by their cans and will help you in the process if you have an issue is pretty reassuring. And, you know, hopefully you never have any issues, but if you do, you know, they've got your back.
Also, when purchasing or like making a big purchase, especially a suppressor or something like that, give your money to someone who actually like cares about your values. Yeah. And you as a customer. Certain manufacturers really don't. They just care about profits. Find that manufacturer that actually like wants to make a quality product for you and cares about you as a customer. Like he was saying, some of the owners are like there in Reddit threads and stuff like that, commenting and responding really fast, stuff like that. That means that they're like engaged with their customer base, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah, and it shows they care about their product because, you know, they're there answering questions. They're, you know, trying to promote it. And, you know, the CEO of Otter Creek Labs, I mean, he probably has better things to do than being in a Reddit thread. But people like seeing him in there, and, you know, he gets a ton of upvotes every comment he makes, so he's pretty popular by the fans. And, you know, at the end of the day, a Reddit thread shouldn't be what you base your purchase of a suppressor on. Yeah. But these are all little things that add to your decision on what suppressor you purchase. So, all in all, I'm a fan of it. I'm going to be picking one up myself for a future build I have in mind. But as your first suppressor, would you say that you are satisfied with your purchase?
Worth it. Yeah, absolutely worth it. If you wanted to like save the money and go with something that's in that $1,000 plus price range, you can do whatever you want. It's your money. But the amount of value you get out of $600 right here, like 600 bucks, it's worth it, man.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, we're just normal civilians who just go to the range every so often. We don't necessarily need a $1,000 Surefire, which I have one, so who am I to say it? But it's not like we're going to outshoot the capabilities of this suppressor. We're not going to shoot it where the baffles just erode and it's no longer a suppressor. So if you purchase this, it'll last you a long, long, long time and have good, you know, reliability for you. And if you buy a Surefire, it's going to last a long, long time and hold up great down the road. So, you know,
it really is use case. Like, if you're going to war or something and you're wanting something that's going to last for thousands and thousands of rounds, like 50,000 rounds, and you're running it like...
You're training with it every day and shooting it.
Just going through mags like hotcakes, then I don't know how this is going to hold up. That's when you're like $1,000 plus price range is going to be more suitable. But like I said, it is use case. So if you're going to the range every once in a while and you just want something to make your gun more quiet, then it's perfect for you. $600, you get a great can, does its job.
Yeah, so again, these are just our initial impressions. We're gonna come back, you know, when we have thousands, 2,000, 3,000 rounds through this thing and see how it's holding up. And you're planning on putting it on an 11.5 inch?
Yeah, I'm planning on making that 11.5 inch like optimal for a suppressor.
Yeah.
Obviously in this configuration, it is not optimal for a suppressor. It makes it very heavy. Well, the heaviness is more from the handguard because I got a heavy handguard and that was my
It's fault. Not that heavy compared to other cans.
It's not crazy heavy, but it's also not an 11.5 inch type CQB type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this barrel length, this is where the Polonium K may come in handy, you know, because you have a longer barrel, it's going to suppress a little bit better with the Polonium K, and you may lose a few inches and a few ounces, so yeah. But so far, this thing's been pretty solid. I like shooting it. It sounds really good, so like I said, I'm probably picking me up one. So that'll do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave any questions below if you have them, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
But for now, it's doing me just fine. So what I really love about this gun is the trigger. We have a Geisley SSAE super semi-automatic enhanced trigger, and this thing is just excellent. So you have like it's a 2-stage trigger. You have like a 2-pound take up, and then like a one